Hello, welcome to the program, The Big Agenda. I am Messi Emelite. And on today's segment, I will be having with me once again the presidential candidate of the National Rescue Movement, the NRM. Your Excellency, it's good to have you on the program once again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now today on the segment, I want us to look at the security challenge. Lately, attack is taking places within minutes in different parts of the country. So, and it seems so far this administration rather, has failed, and the security agencies. If this was to be your administration, or if you are the president, how best would you tackle this security challenge?
Thank you very much, Messi. The security challenge in the country has gone beyond human comprehension. Sometimes I think it has become spiritual. But looking at it realistically, it's not spiritual. Why we are today is because of human challenges, incapacity of the leaders, lack of proper equipment of security agencies, lack of proper funding, hunger and starvation in the society, unemployment. These are the reasons why security are going negatively every day. And don't be surprised that we're going to see more security challenges than this, especially during the forthcoming election. Because right now, many politicians are bringing up money to entice people, to get people to vote for them. And most of these monies are going to be they're going to be scavenged by most people. Everybody wants to get a chunk of it. And in trying to get a chunk of it, have you seen where you give food to school children? Everybody's rushing to get a bite. That's what's going to happen in Nigeria. Because everybody wants to get a chunk of it from even you guys, the journalists, everybody wants to get a chunk of it. So, and in that, most people will neglect their responsibilities. Most people will be careless. And most people will actually be biased. Now, if I am the president of the nation, or under my watch, security is always paramount in every society. It is the most important thing. It is the most important sector that makes economy to grow, that makes people to live a good life. So security challenges in Nigeria can be tackled if we have an organized system of government. Nigeria government is the most organized in the world. It's only on papers. I'm sure if you go to Ministry of Defense, you will see different budgets, different expenditures taking place in the security sectors. But the citizens are not feeling the impact. Why? Because those funds are not used the way they were supposed to be used. So what we have in Nigeria is a matter of human incapacity to tackle those problems. It is not that we cannot take care of security. Thank you.
Okay, so who do we blame? Do we blame the security bodies or agencies?
Everybody.
Or do we blame the government?
Everybody. Blame yourself, blame me, blame the government, blame the security bodies. Everybody is to be blamed.
Okay, now I heard you say proper structure. Okay, so talking about this proper structure, how do you think it's best to be implemented? Because we all want to get out of this mess, this security challenge.
Reorganize the security sectors.
Okay, from where and how and when?
First of all, we're in a digital age. Most of the things we are doing now is based on smart technology. Let the Nigerian security agencies be on the smart technology platform. Smart police. The drones are part of police system. How many Nigerian police are using drones? What we need in Nigeria is to get experts who are IT experts, who know how to implement the smart technology based on the Nigerian environment. What works in America will not work here. What works in China will not work here because we have the Nigerian tradition, the Nigerian mentality, and the Nigerian environment. Our security challenges is not the same thing they have in China or in Singapore or in Europe. So what we need to do is to get experts first who identify security challenges and put them on the system and know how to tackle it. And that is number 110. Second is that we have to reorganize the whole, especially the police services. Reorganize them. Have more personnel. That's engage more personnel in the police services, the civil defense. We don't need army to come and tackle internal security in Nigeria. But why would we have army handling internal security in Nigeria when they're supposed to be fighting terrorists that are invading the country from other parts of the country, other part of Africa. But now the army, you see them in the streets everywhere in Nigeria because the police service system has failed. But first of all, we have to reorganize Nigerian police service, re-equip them. They don't have equipment. I can tell you, I have one of my brother who is a policeman. The same gun he has been using for the past 5 years. Anytime you see that same gun he's having, we don't have any equipment. The cars are rotten cars. No police station have computer system. The CCTV camera, we don't have even, some states have CCTV camera, like Imo State they have. But it's only for government people to look at it. The police doesn't use it. We need to digitalize Nigeria, synchronize Nigerian police force, engage more personnel, increase their allowances and wages, and give them enticing offers that will make them to work selflessly. Having done that, give them equipment. Because after doing all these things, they'll start working. But the challenges are bigger than them. Then you go back to the economy. Because when you have, after synchronizing the police system and the security forces, you go to the economy. Let the economy be balanced. Create employment. Create jobs. By the time you create jobs and employment, you have reduced insecurity to about 60%. Then we need electricity. Because those digital equipment will not work without electricity. That's why under my watch, my first priority is to create energy, electricity. And we have a working system of power that all those systems can work. Because every other system we are using today, whatever you are using here is based on power. If there is no power, we are dead. We'll go back to the dark ages. So if we have those things done, I bet you within 2 or 3 years, insecurity in Nigeria will be less. We'll be left with about 10%. That is the police can tackle it now.
Okay, I would want to ask you this. A lot of civilians, or rather, rumor has it that some of the politicians have a hand in the security challenge, one way or the other. How true do you think that can be?
I just mentioned it to you that the election is coming. Politicians are bringing out their money. People want to get a chunk of it. That's how they got involved. When you bring out money and employ people to go and make sure you win an election, then that is a security challenge.
All right, we'll come back to that. Now, talking about your political movement, Your Excellency, up until this moment, you haven't unveiled your running mates. Is there something you would want us to know, or is there something you think we should know? Why the hold up?
Well, there is an impasse in our party that has given us a headache, and we just had a quarterly NEC meeting, whereby those impasse have been taken care of. We have a vice president, but I will not tell you the name because of one or two reasons. But we have a vice president, and he will be unveiled very soon. Before the campaign starts, he will be unveiled.
All right. Now, I want to seek your opinion on this. First of all, I want us to look into the ASUU strike, but before then, I want you to give me your opinion or what you think about the Muslim ticket of the All Progressive Congress. We feel, or a lot of Nigerians feel, that it's not doing justice or it's not fair enough because we believe we are one Nigerian. So, do you have opinion concerning the Muslim ticket of the All Progressive Congress?
You just said something now that we are one Nigeria. If we're one Nigeria, why does Muslim ticket have a problem? The other Muslim is in Nigeria, the other Muslim is in Nigeria. It can be as Christian tickets. The problem we have is not about the ticket modalities. It's about the mentality of the people who have been hypnotized by religion and ethnic nepotism. That's why when we see Muslim ticket, you start complaining. I mean, if Muslim ticket will make Nigeria to become like Dubai, why not? The problem is that it's not the Muslim ticket that is the problem. The problem is that the person that is having Muslim ticket, are they qualified to turn Nigeria around? What we should be looking for right now is that person that will come and make Nigeria to rise out of this slumber and go to the next level. Not the next level of APC I'm talking about. The next level of life. The next level of society. To change everything. If it is Muslim, I don't have a problem with it. But I have a problem with the individuals. And also, Nigerians should be educated that, yes, 2 Muslims running for ticket does not mean anything. Two Christians running for ticket does not mean anything. I'm sure that if it's a Christian ticket, the Muslim also will be condemning it. It's human nature. Because we are born, when you're going to fill a form, you see tribe, religion. Under my watch, those are the first thing I'll abolish. I'll abolish religion in every form that you're filling for government, and I'll abolish state of origin. We only have place of birth. That is how civilized society works. Every Nigeria, whether born in Kanu, Zungeru, KB, anywhere you are born, you are a Nigerian. It doesn't matter where, because why are we talking about Muslim ticket? Because these people have a Muslim name and this people have a Muslim name, and we believe that we are living in a society of how do you call it? Is it called poly religion? I don't know, this poly-religious society, right? Where we have different kind of religion. So we must take from here now. If you talk about Muslim tickets, what about people that are not Muslim and they're not Christians? What happened to them? What about the traditional religion? What about other sects? We have the Japanese religion here. We have Buddha. We have Hindu. What happened to them? They're neither Christian or Muslim. They should start clamoring for their own. So we're going to have like 10 vice presidents. It doesn't mean anything for society to grow. We should learn how to overlook religion and ethnic initiative that is bringing us back. Because when somebody initiates himself as talking, I'm an Igbo man. After all, my tickets my ticket in my party today is my fellow Igbo man that is trying to remove me from my seats. So what is the need of being my brother? Your brother is the person that will take care of you, whether Christian or Muslim. Thank you.
All right, sir. Okay. Now we are told that, or we've always been told that education is the power, is power to success. Okay, for almost 6 months, if I'm not mistaken, the ASUU strike has lingered so far, and this administration hasn't done anything, or hasn't done well enough looking into that situation. If you become the president of this country today, how best will you treat this ASUU strike?
That means if ASUU strike lingers till I become the president, right? Well, if ASUU strike lingers till I become, this present ASUU strike is there till when I become the president, I will handle it because I know that, yes, ASUU in its body, they are wrong. The Federal Ministry of Education and the government, they are wrong. Who is the victim? The student. ASUU, and they're not considering the student. Federal government don't give a shit about the student. That's why the thing is lingering. 1.something trillion naira. I mean, does it mean that Nigeria doesn't have 1.something trillion naira? They can handle it. They can handle stakeholders in the education sector to take care of that fund. Why can I not bring them in? We have a lot of stakeholders. We have a lot of donor agencies that are financing education that can come and take care of those things. If the government are if they're very, very truthful to themselves. And don't tell me the government of Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria, does not have, the giant of Africa, cannot take care of education system. By the way, it's not only education system. It is only ASUU that have come out to make sure, to fight for their rights. If other unions start coming out, Nigeria will be grounded. ASUU is there. We have other union. If all these syndicates start coming out, we won't have a country. There will be anarchy. But ASUU also, their demand can be considered. I'm sure the federal government has given them some proposition. They refuse. They want 1.3 trillion drop immediately. That's not possible. Now they're trying to hold Nigerian education system to ransom, thinking that they're holding the federal government to ransom. Most people have forgotten that they are students. 5 months, getting to 6 months, it's not a joke. Most people that are supposed to graduate cannot graduate. Education is a pivot for every development, every good society. But we are killing the pivot. We are destroying the pivot that will make our society to be well. How can we progress? How can we advance? Under my watch, education budget is going to be reorganized. The spending of education budget is the problem we have in Nigeria. From the ministry, from the PAMSEC ministers, and all those people involved in education. ASUU is clamoring for what they are supposed to get, that has already been given to them, that they did not get. That's the problem. And nobody has come out and take responsibility that, yes, this happened, and nobody has been prosecuted. That is why ASUU is fighting. So we have to get an education system that is based on Ministry of Education alone. And let Ministry of Education do their work. Reorganize the education system, both the union and the academics.
Okay, so if you ask me, I think Nigeria as a developing country demanding for 1.3 trillion. Don't you think the ASUU should reconsider their stand? Because just like you say, the students are the victims, not the federal government and not the ASUU, if I'm not wrong. Don't you think they should reconsider their stand? Because looking at, that's a whole lot of money, and we've always been borrowing for funding, for budget and everything. So are you advising they shouldn't reconsider their stand though?
They should reconsider their stand. I bet you if you give us 1.3 trillion naira today, they'll still ask for more money. In the next 2 or 3 months or 6 months, they'll come with another demand. This demand never finish. So long as the education system is working, the demand continue coming. What do? You balance it based on the income, whatever you're getting. Okay, 250 billion, 350 billion is enough for them to take off. You can just adjust your spending. Are you getting me? That's where ASUU, they are inconsiderate. They are inconsiderate to the federal government plight. Because we are having a country whereby the economy is in jeopardy. There is inflation, unemployment. You're talking only about ASUU and education sector is less than 20% of the whole sectors in Nigeria. If you ground Nigeria because of less than 20%, a sector that is less than 20%, what happened to the other sectors? Health has not come out. There's a problem lingering in health. Communication is there. Agriculture is there. The bigger one, security and unemployment. Power. Nigeria need about 17 billion naira right now. Dollars, sorry. Equivalent, which is about how many trillion naira? We're talking about $1 billion is about, I don't know, but approximately I need about 17 to 20 billion dollars to have 24 hours electricity for domestic consumption. So ASUU should consider whatever they are demanding. When you are owing somebody 1 million naira, you give him 200,000 naira and beg him. A human being should consider that and give you time to get the balance. The problem is that if you are not fulfilling your own obligation as a federal government. Thank you.
Okay, I still want to ask one more question on that part because myself too is a student. I have siblings who are equally students. Now, apart from the ASUU strike, a lot of students, a lot of graduates are out there without job. So someone was saying everybody mustn't get a white-collar job. So what other alternative do you think should be provided for those who cannot get white-collar job? Maybe a kind of empowerment, entrepreneur, funding and all that. Do you have any view of how best is to treat those ones who cannot get white-collar job? Just like they tell us, everybody mustn't get a white-collar job. So what provision should be made for those ones who are out of schools and doing nothing?
In 2016, after the election of 2015, when this present government took power, in 2016 I gave a proposal to the Ministry of Labour and Employment under this present minister. That proposal was rejected. Before me, it was rejected. But behind me, it was implemented in another formula. We have about 220 million Nigerians. The white-collar job we have in Nigeria is less than 20 million. So how do you balance them? You create opportunities for people to create employment for you. You, as a government, be a partner in creating employment. Under my watch, I have a program they call Government People Investment Partnership. It's a partnership whereby the government bring out fund. We have expertise, we have people that have different skills they want to implement. Give them money, partner with them. Make profit from their business they're doing. And let them employ 1 or 2 people. Imagine the government investing in about 10 million business in Nigeria. and mandating each business to employ 2 persons. How many jobs have you created? 30 million jobs. 10 million directly, 20 million indirectly. People want to wake up and go and do something. It doesn't matter who's paying them the money. When you wake up in the morning, you go and work and get, at the end of the month, you get 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira. You are working, you are employed. It doesn't matter who employ you, whether it's federal government or civil servant or white collar or black collar. Any collar can pay you money so long you are getting money. That's what matters. So we have a system whereby we have population. Our population should be our strength of creating employment. And the more you are, is a cul-de-sac. The more you are creating employment, the revenue and IGR will keep doubling, keep increasing. It's like, it doesn't have a stop, because the more you are employed, if for example, a woman that have a buka will not cost more than, even in Abuja, even in Lagos, a buka cannot cost more than 5 million naira to establish. But a buka will employ not less than 7 people. How many people will cook? How many people will serve? You're just using 5 million naira to employ 7 people, to create job for 7 people. Then imagine how many people you're going to employ in Nigeria in different sectors. We'll have a program that will use the citizen, the population, and create employment for the people, generating big and huge IGR for the states.
All right, you've spoken well so far, and at this point we'll come to the end of the program. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Twitter, Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on YouTube at Prime Reporters News. Turn on your notification button to get updates from Prime Reporters. Your Excellency, it's a pleasure to have you on today's program.